Without justice, the claim of forgiveness is hollow and may do great harm if we treat it in the wrong way. So we have to struggle for justice. And then we have to link that to the struggle for forgiveness. And that's not altogether something that is easy to do. But forgiveness is not so much doing something for the other person. In point of fact, it's doing something for yourself. We don't need to carry the burden of hate and the burden of tension about what's wrong with somebody else. Forgiveness does not preclude the struggle for justice. It includes that. So even after we got a measure of truth, we've got to keep on struggling for justice. Thirdly, we share a little bit of our geographic framework. In your folder is a declaration of intent. And it's up on the board over there. And we want to invite all of you here today to sign it if you agree with it. We start with the 3 geographic regions of the state. And it's our intent to establish in the beginning at least 2 physical sites in each of those 3 regions. And to grow those sites and to allow those sites to become powerful places that models truth, that models justice, and models reconciliation. But we want to go beyond that. We want to form processes that are beyond that, to grow other places. But you can't grow other places unless you learn how to grow a place. You can't plant a lot of stuff unless you know how to farm some stuff. So we want to use our experience out of Greensboro, and then we want to grow some experience in these various places. We have not selected the sites yet. That will grow out of a process. And we want the people who are interested in this and who feel called to this to reach out to us. We've already visited Eastern North Carolina and Asheville and Charlotte and Durham and Raleigh and Halifax County. And there's interest out there, but there's also disbelief. Some people told us, and I don't want to ramble too much here, that, we think this is a good idea, but you really think certain white people are going to change? And meet with white people, they ask the same question. The other group going to change? And what I want to say to both of them is that we are endowed with the capacity to grow. We're not alligators. We are not stuck where we are, that we can grow to higher heights and deeper depths and learn to walk with each other, walk toward each other, and after a while we'll learn to walk with each other. But we have to get started with this. We formed an advisory board with grassroots, community-based people, professionals in a number of different fields: faith, religion, the legal field, medical people. And we have about 25 people on that board around the state and around the country. We will cap it at 45 people, and at least 25 of them will be from North Carolina. And the fourth thing we want to do is to assert and clarify that we are not against or in competition with any of the many positive, affirming projects, life-giving projects and campaigns that already exist. And to make that clear, we strongly support grassroots community organizing wherever you're going. We strongly support labor organizing. We strongly support the Poor People's Campaign. We strongly support youth and student organizing. We strongly support environmental and climate change organizing. We strongly support faith organizing. I ought to say that twice, faith organizing, because that roots another thing for us. We strongly support immigrant organizing and any other organizing that's life-affirming and that moves us greater and greater toward justice. We cannot be played against each other. And we have to be very, very careful with that. so as I conclude, I want to say to you, let us decide to strive to walk toward each other.
I heard yesterday someone say, I'm ready to stop talking and I'm ready to build strategy. And that's what we're going to try to do today. We're going to move towards strategy. We might not get it finished today, but trust me, we're coming back. In fact, we're coming back to each of the communities for the Long March. We will start this side of the new year, probably end on the other side. But we're going to do that because we want to have conversations with you and others in your community face to face, knee to knee, because that's how some of this strategy has got to be developed. So think about that. Prepare for that. Think about start thinking now, who should be in the room when we come to your community. Because that's what this is about. Reverend Johnson had a vision about the Long March. All of that folds into our work of truth, justice, and reconciliation, but his vision didn't stop at a march. One of the things that he said to us shortly after the march, he was in the office, in the conference room with us, and saying, but we've got to do something else. We've got to take what we've learned, the momentum that has been built, and we've got to do a work together so that people know that what we're talking about is possible, is actually and can be accomplished. So that's what this is about. That's what this day is about. It's about moving us towards the thing that we're going to do together. And once we create the model, it can be replicated on all of the issues that we heard. It can be replicated on issues that are yet unaddressed, we don't yet know about. So